Namaskar. Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar. Welcome, dear friends. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi, and it's an absolute privilege to welcome you this Wednesday evening at 8 p.m., 2000 hours IST on this new conversation called How I Can. Yes, my friend, this conversation is called How I Can. And in this conversation, we will explore the different how we cans. Namaskar, namaskar. Good to see you. Good to see you, Himraj, Balkar Baria, Murali Raghavan. Good evening. Kumar Rajesh, Samrat Tinku Maurya, Shubham Kumar Shiva. Hey, good morning from USA. Where in USA you are? And now you can see me perhaps. Can you see me? Yeah, welcome. Namaskar, namaskar. Swagat hai aapka. Pretty excited. Sharat Patel, how are you? Arvind Kumar, how are you? Preetam Sani, good evening. Mohammad Asif, Trout Raut. I love your name. Trout Raut, I just love it. Pradeep Meghwar, how are you? Vaibhav Joshi, namaskar. Wonderful. Thank you so very much. Hello, everybody. Prateek, Sandeep, Banot, Manjeesh. So this is going to be a very, very interesting conversation. Let's face it, dear friends, all of us are looking for some way. This show is called How Can I? Each week, I'll be exploring with you with some amazing guests who will be there with me. We will engage in a conversation of how can I? And there are going to be different aspects in which, thank you so very much, Rajkumar, Burzli, Sunil, thank you very much. So we are going live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Periscope, on Twitch. Fantastic. Thank you. Namaskar. Swagat, everybody. Manoj Banda, namaskar. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Sanjay Guha. Fantastic. So let me first begin with the name of the show. This conversation is called How I Can. How I Can. So there's a particular reason why it has been named this way. How I Can. So one thing is absolutely clear. That's you who's sitting there, you can. Anything that you want, you can. So that's the beginning of this conversation. All right. This is not can I. This is not a conversation of can I. This conversation is how I can, because I know that I can. And in this series, we are going to explore different aspects of life and look at how I can. So are you keen to engage in a conversation which gives you access to that which inspires you? It is not a question of why do I want to do it? That is resolved, right? That is resolved. That's why you're here. You want to do something amazing in your life, but we will cover a bit of it. All right, we will simplify it. So this is not an intellectual conversation. This is a conversation which is going to draw you. We are going to use some metaphors. We are going to use examples of life, but we are going to draw it. I want you to draw it towards you and to see how you can impact your life. All right. So Wednesday evening, midweek, we're going to engage in a conversation called How I Can Shine. That's the topic for today. Will it be of interest to you if you can really get access to shine? So we will talk about why shine. We will also talk about what shine, and then we'll go into how to shine. All right. So it's an absolute privilege today that as I begin this conversation, I want to introduce to you my guest for this evening. And she and I will be engaging in a tete-a-tete. And I want you to pull that conversation towards you. Can we have Swati Sharma, the author? She's the debutante author. She recently has released her book. And the name of the book is, very interesting book.
The Secret Sauce is
You. The Secret Sauce is You. All right. So I had the privilege of meeting her a few days back. In fact, on the 15th of January. What is the date? No, sorry.
21st January.
21st of January. Yes, 21st of January. Wonderful Abdul Fazal Tahirpur is there from Pakistan. Swagat hai aapka. Jaideep Burian is there. Manish Kumar Rajput is there. Fantastic. So, Swati, we are going to engage in a conversation called How Can I
Shine?
That's right. Okay.
Yes.
So let's get into it. Okay. What does shine mean to you?
So I think it's very intrinsic. It is very primitive to all of us as human beings. If you look at a little child, and as all of us were little children, that small little star we used to get, when we used to make that drawing, would just light us up, and we would just
Yeah.
shine. And until today, all of us want to shine. It's a fact. We want to be recognized personally, professionally, for whatever we do, and we want to shine.
Yeah.
It's a deep
We want
human
to
need.
shine. Yes, we want to
Yes,
shine. It's my need. All right. So a key part of this is for us to get right from childhood. You and I
yes,
always wanted to shine. All right. We wanted
yes,
to be noticed. We wanted to be acknowledged. We wanted to be seen by people as saying, hey, wow, you've done something amazing. Remember? So we
yes,
want to
absolutely.
shine. So let's get this. All right.
In
We
fact,
want to shine. Yeah. Go on.
sir, there is this study from Glassdoor, which says, when we talk about motivation, everyone, all of us want to be motivated, every day, get up and be motivated to do what we want to do in life. And that Glassdoor study says that we are most motivated, and 81% of the employees feel motivated in an organization when they are appreciated. A very simple thing is appreciation of small little things, make us actually feel motivated to do something and hence shine.
All right. And Pratik PK Shah says, I believe shine is to keep yourself happy in all possible
Beautiful.
ways. In fact, that brings me to a very interesting part of this, as part of something which you just asked. So we say that, people want to be acknowledged. Okay.
Yes.
So as I say that, let's turn the conversation around. How much can I expect the world to acknowledge me? How much am I dependent on others acknowledging my shine for me to accept that I have something to shine? And today we are going to engage in a conversation which is it's not about it'll go beyond the obvious. I intend to have a conversation in which each one of us can really see that, that shine that we really wish to do. That, as Swati said, we want to be known.
Yes.
Okay, so we are clear.
Yes.
Okay, now I have the next question. Tell me,
Hmm.
if we so want this shine,
Hmm.
what is stopping us?
Well, so every day we see beautiful sunrises, and I'm sure all of us love beautiful sunrises. We love sunsets, we love sunrises. But then I often wonder that the sun burns to shine. It burns, so that probably brings me to your question that what it takes to shine. Like, I mean, the sun is a star of our galaxy. I'm sure there are much bigger stars in this universe than our sun. But then what it takes for a star to shine? I mean, they burn so much with such high degrees of temperatures.
Sure.
So
So something needs to burn, and
yes,
consider our aversion to that. Now, what is burning? Burning is the hours that go in, something that
yes,
we're consumed by, the effort that goes in. All right, and consider for a moment, Swati, it is that same thing which also dissuades. So at one
yes.
end, I want to shine. I really want to shine. I want to be acknowledged. And then I say, nahi yaar, nahi hoga yaar. Can't do it.
Hmm.
I can't do it. And not just I say I can't do it. I say I'm doing it, but I'm not being acknowledged.
Hmm.
I am, but they are not allowing me to shine. They are not allowing me to shine. I would love to, but they don't allow. That doesn't allow. Life isn't giving me an opportunity. And I really want us to get, yes, Dulshika, acceptance of yourself is more important than the acceptance from others. And let's get
Beautiful.
this straight. Let's get this straight. That for me, how can I shine stems from firstly my belief that I shine
Beautiful. That I deserve to shine.
and I shine.
Yes.
Now, it's a question that I ask people, and I'm asking you and asking all of us. Do you want permission to shine?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. Yeah, just pose such a thought-provoking question. Actually, do we
Do
all
you
need?
want, do you want, are you waiting for someone's permission to shine? And look at yourself, seriously, as Swati is saying. Do you really
Yes.
want to have permission? Because if you allow me, ma'am, if you allow me, I'll shine.
Yes.
So if you're not seeking permission, what will stop you, my friend?
Nothing.
Except
Our own mindset.
me.
Yes.
So at the core of me wanting to shine and asking a way to shine is my belief that I don't need to wait to shine.
Wow. Incredible. This is one moment of epiphany.
I don't need to wait to shine. And look at yourself, dear friend. Look at yourself. Look at your real life, in your life. That thing that you really wish to do and you are doing. What stops you? What stops me? What stops you, Swati, or anyone who's listening from really aiming and being that excellence that you and I know is that shine that we have? And this
Beautiful.
conversation, therefore, I wanted to really move towards that as part of the shine, a very important part, and you mentioned that, and I want you to take it, is
Yes.
your preparation for that, the seed part of it. Would you like to share your thoughts on that?
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, there is a proverb that says that uh, they buried us, but what they did not know is that we were seeds.
They buried us, but they didn't know that that whom they buried, which was me, was
Yes,
actually a seed.
yes.
What comes to your mind? Beautifully put. Swati
So,
shared this with me earlier today uh, as we are curating this conversation. Very fascinating thought. That imagine if you can start. So all of us feel sad for ourselves, Swati. All of us at some point or the other feel sad for ourselves.
absolutely.
Chance in it.
Self-pity.
दबा के रखा है, दबा के रखा है. People are just not allowing us to come out. And you know what this thought allowed me to say, that consider, yes, daba ke rakha hai. Consider, yes, they are not allowing you to grow. And what is that? Means you're being put down. And this is, they buried me. They
Yes,
buried me. Except
yes.
that they didn't know
Huh.
that I was a seed.
Yes.
Because if you bury the seed,
Grows, it sprouts.
it
It
sprouts.
sprouts.
It sprouts.
And sir, the preparation part of it, what you're saying is that we need to be completely undone. The seed is completely undone and then actually becomes and takes life. And it becomes what it's supposed to be, what it's meant to be.
Awesome. And please let's just get this. Let's get it into real life. Isn't it true that you in your life are sometimes feeling buried by circumstances, buried by chances not given, buried by people not acknowledging, people not giving you the opportunity? Mauka nahi mil raha yaar. Isn't it
Yes,
true? Consider for a moment, if you can imagine yourself at that moment being buried, but you're not a live human being, you are a seed. Because for me, it has happened, I don't know how many times, right from the beginning of my career, beginning of my life, years back in Delhi. I
wow.
felt buried. I felt buried. And I know it has happened to you too, Swati. I know it has
Yes,
happened to each one of us who are there in this room. Hundreds of people all over the different parts of the world, you're here. Yes, says Debashmita Basu. Yes, we've all experienced being buried, but now I'm saying, turn it around, dear friend.
yes,
How will it be if you can use that moment to actually actually gain the minerals from that being
The
buried.
soil. Yes, yes. And so that's why, I feel that us, all of us as seed, I think we should make friends with darkness, because after every night there is a day. And like as they say that the darkest hour, or just before dawn, it's the darkest hour. So if I have gone through times in my life wherein I thought that, oh, it's the darkest hour, and it cannot get darker than this. But then there was a breakthrough. Then there was this breakthrough. So that's the preparation. Make friends with darkness. It will lead you to light. It's only darkness that leads you to light.
So very interesting. This example that Badrinath Korti is talking about. Can we have Badrinath Korti's line again? Yes. Now just imagine, we have seen that cricket match against Australia. And
Yes.
guess what? You know the names of all the people who played. Did you? You didn't know their names, my friend. You were swearing by other
Mm,
people who were not playing. These were people who were enveloped in darkness. You didn't know
beautiful.
them. उनको कोई
Mm,
नहीं जानता था भाई, वो अंधेरे में थे. But
mm,
look what they did. When they got an opportunity, whatever that they would have gained in that period of darkness when they were buried, when nobody was giving them an opportunity, they made the most of it, because they had gathered the nutrients. They were in preparation. A key
yes.
part of this conversation, therefore, for me is that when you are buried, when you are
Mm,
not getting an opportunity, you say, for me, that is the time when I nurture myself.
beautiful.
I grow.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
a very, very important part, Swati, and I want you to consider that we are all waiting to shine, but to let you know that shine is stuff which you have gained, which is going to shine. If you do not have the stuff, you just I'm just waiting to shine. It's a bit like when people, Dinesh, thanks Dinesh, when people are interested in becoming stars, they don't like to work
Yes.
on being an actor. There's a difference in being an
Mm,
actor and being a star. There's a difference when you say that, hey, listen, I want to work on my craft and then become big, or I just want to become big. So for
yes.
me, intrinsic to you wanting to shine is your
Mm,
urge to be so good
yes.
that when you
Yes.
get that opportunity, you may shine. Your thoughts on this?
In fact, sir, this reminds me of Oprah Winfrey. Is someone who I also really really admire, and she was fired by her boss, saying that that she's not fit for television. And she often says this to what you just said about that you work on your craft so much. So she talks about a definition of luck. She says, okay, someone asked her what is luck, and she says that luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So when we are all buried is the time when we need to prepare and prepare and prepare and spend arduous hours and put in that blood, sweat, tears, hard work, struggle. And that's when there will be a breakthrough. You will get opportunities. And when you marry that, that's called luck, is what Oprah
Exactly.
says.
Exactly. So now let's just get this. So we are slowly getting that. At one end is that I want to stand out. I want to stand out from the multitudes. I don't want to be just like another person. Nobody knows. Got it. Right now, nobody recognizes me. Nobody understands me. They are not giving me recognition. Got it. Consider
Mm.
that's the time you're buried. That's the time when, rather than sulking, is the time for
Yes,
you to prepare so well that, as Swati said, when you get an opportunity,
you
that's
nail
when you,
it.
yes, you nail it. You nail it. So,
Yes.
what should be our relationship with darkness?
I think we should make friends. We should make the best of friends with darkness. Because usually we are alone also there. We are alone in there. There is absolute solitude. You know, that's a fact of life.
Yeah. See, accept it that people, कहते हैं ना, everybody salutes the rising sun.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody does
Yes.
it. Yeah. We all say, अरे यार,
Ironical.
चढ़ते चढ़ते सूरज को सलाम करते हैं सब लोग. Everybody
Mm.
salutes the rising sun. Isn't it true for you too, dear friend? We are all seem to be waiting to salute the rising sun. We seem to have very less feelings, very less respect and devotion to the setting one. And Swati, this is a term that you shared, and I found that very impressive. And therefore, I kind of thought a bit about it, and just to share with you. If you have a career, as long as somebody like me who's had, 20, I don't know, 92, I'm amazing in mathematics. So 92, I began my professional career. And this
Wow.
is 2021. So how many years is that? Maybe
33.
29, 30 years. One thing I've realized is, as many rising suns I may have experienced in my career, I've seen so many setting suns in my career. And I'm not just talking about others, I'm talking about me. Yes, Zaki Siddiqui, stars can't shine without darkness.
Sir, this I just want to say, what you said, that it's so beautiful that you've seen more setting suns than the sunrises. I just want to say that, what's the difference? They say, what's the difference between a master and a disciple? That the master has failed more number of times than the disciple has even tried. And
Now,
that's
let's
what
just,
makes him a master.
yeah, very beautiful. Now, let's just try and put this in our real life. See, if you are the traveler, if you want to make something amazing out of your life, okay,
Yes.
I have discovered that I did rather respect the rising sun, and I did also rather respect the setting one, because in my life, if I have a long life and a longer career, then there will be dips in my fortune. See,
Mm,
Swati, I make a huge distinction between being a flash in the pan and shining.
beautiful. Yes.
See, if you know that your life is long, and you're going to see many ups and downs, you're going to do many things, remember, you cannot just be ka chamka just once. By no, just one shine won't help. That's called a flash in the pan. What really works is for you to consistently shine. And therefore, a key part of you being the professional, not just being somebody who's saying, wow, man, what a shine. When we talk about other, wow, yeah, that guy's so good, yeah. Oh, it's over now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that person's over now. How we pass
Yes.
judgments on others.
Yes.
When
Yes.
you are the player, and I want you to, each one of us, to look into our own lives. When I am the player in my life, I own the sunset, I own the darkness, and only then can I own the sunrise too. I cannot just live for the sunrise, dear friend. How will it be if I can really, really understand that the sunset, the darkness, the sunrise will be followed by another sunset, a darkness, and a sunrise? And how will it be if I can make the most of all?
Sir, to what you just explained, and you said about how sometimes we often make judgments. A thought is just coming to my mind, and this is my moment of epiphany to what you just said. And what I learned from you herein is that, I would rather be bruised and bleeding on the ground and shine rather than stand there on the stands and comment. I would rather be bruised and bleeding if I want to shine rather than be on the stands and comment.
Because a very key part of shining is, never forget, my friend, you wish to shine. And never forget, my friend.
Yes.
I have to keep reminding myself, Swati, at the age of 55, at whatever that I'm doing, I have to first believe in myself that I have the shine. I have the shine. Okay. But
Wow.
remember, the shine has to be worked on. You have to work on the shine.
Beautiful.
Work on the shine continuously. And therefore, for me, during my journey, there are tempests, there are typhoons, there are storms. I'll tell you, during the course of my career as an actor, as a speaker, as an actor across various languages, there have been times when I've had no work, when things were collapsing all around me. Those were the storms and the tempests when I didn't have work. What do I do? My friend, I have spent time just reading. I was sharing with my wife, I for the longest time felt that my English is not up to the mark. And I
Oh,
worked on my English, I worked on my diction by just reading the newspaper aloud, reading it over and
wow.
over again. Okay. Now, what I'm saying is not just in English, but also in Hindi, trying to improve my diction, improve my vocabulary, improve the method that I speak. Now, how did I get time? I got time when I did not have work. And I'm telling you, this has happened many times in my life.
Beautiful.
And I promise you one thing. I promise you one thing. At that time, I had a choice. Because when it is dark, people leave you. You're alone.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
alone. People leave you. And let's face it, especially when you're well known, you get used to people around you. And it's very, very interesting when the sun sets, people think that it has set forever. That is when you have to believe in yourself and say that, hey, listen, my life is longer than a sunset. If I am
Wow.
ready to go through the darkness after the sun sets, that has been a very long period in my life, my friends, if I may share with you. It wasn't very comfortable, Swati. It wasn't very comfortable at all. But
Mhm.
I tell you, I have gained a lot because I said, if I'm alone, I'll make the most of it. Because I believe that there will be times that the world will give up on you. You're a budding writer. You've just written your first book, The Secret Sauce.
Yes.
It's you.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
promising you, you will see a lot of ups. And if you're lucky, you will see a lot of downs.
Wow. I
Because
love
it is
that.
in those, yes, 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 my friend. Please get it. Because as you see those downs, you will really value the ups, and you will also realize ups and downs are just part of the game.
Mm.
Look, if I am judging others, then I'll say, "अरे यार क्या time चल रहा है, क्या बुरा time गया है." But for you, it's my life. For you, it's your life. You will have, and I will have the privilege of owning my downtime and owning my uptime, knowing fully well
Yes.
too shall pass. And
Yes.
what I do, and I am speaking to people right now, okay? And I know some of you are really dealing with downtime. This really is a time when not many people are around you. Make the most of it. What is your take on that?
You know, sir, in fact, I must share this with everyone as well, that this book of mine that I've written, the first book, The Secret Sauce is You, this book emanated only from solitude, only
Mm,
from silence, and a lot of loads of darkness. So, and I am now, when in hindsight, when I look back, I'm so thankful to whatever happened with me, because that led to the creation of this beautiful book, which I'm sure is going to help a lot of people. So, I was probably all alone, and that's when my own mate, my inner voice, made me just pour this book into these 1 lakh odd words and create this beautiful creation. And most creative people, by the way, now a lot of scientists, a lot of writers, a lot of painters, a lot of actors, like sir has just now shared, sir, as you have shared, a lot of us as artists, we create masterpieces when we are in darkness and when we are alone. And I think that's why I say that we must make friends. with darkness and solitude.
And what I experience is, we call it hibernation. That people say you've gone into
Yes.
hibernation. Imagine that hibernation is a period of creation.
Wow.
Or- And now let's just move into it. And from hibernation, as you create, as you germinate, as you come out,
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
Now comes the
Yes.
interesting part. Now, actually, the world is recognizing. They're saying, "Arey yaar, acha kar raha hai yaar. You're doing well, yaar. Very good." Okay. And I seriously want you to get that as you strive and you want to shine, guess what? If you're, people might notice you. And people say, wow, yaar, kamal ho gaya. Yaar. What wonderful. And that I think is a very, very interesting part, Swati,
Yes.
when suddenly you get noticed, because
Yes.
that is the point which you get blown. You get blown. Tell me, what is your experience right now? You just released your first book. What is your experience of being recognized, being known by your peers around you? How does it feel to you?
Sir, honestly, in my case, I'm a very, I'm a introvert. I'm a big time introvert, and also I'm also very. I like to keep things low key. And also one thing I want to share. I want to be very honest with you. When we spend a lot of time in like when that seed becomes undone and becomes what it's supposed to be, when we spend a lot of time alone or in solitude and darkness now, when suddenly then there's light, so you're not used to this light,
Mhm.
you're not used to it. So I'm still sort of, let me tell you that this feeling is not yet sinking in. So I am not able to take any compliment seriously only. you know there's so many people who compliment me, there's so many people who start recognizing, but I sort of take it in my stride and I'm like, okay, or so the feeling is still not sinking in.
Yep.
uh, I don't know when it will sink in, maybe you can guide me, but it's still not sinking in. i'm
Well,
i'm
I'll tell
still
you one thing very clearly. And this is a funny thing. Even as each of us human beings want to shine, we are not ready when we are shining, when people acknowledge us, when they say, wow, well done. I remember the time when from being anonymous, like who Ashish to Ashish Vidyarthi or Ashish G, whatever. My friend, that hits you hard. It does something
Mm,
amazing to the head, because the human head, संभाल नहीं सकता अपने आप को, हिल जाता है. That's why you see successful people hit in a very bad way, because what happens is that for the longest time you've been in hibernation, you've been alone, you've been wanting
yes.
recognition, nobody's giving you recognition. Then you get recognition, and I promise you, getting you how you deal with post recognition is the tough one, because
Ah.
you then get, if I may use the term, uprooted.
Mm. And herein, sir, I'd like to say that I think that this period that you said is the defining period. The journey from here on, is defined by what you do during this period. So herein, I think it's very important, because you said uprooted. It's very important to be rooted. It's very important, and by roots herein, who I mean is primarily our source. What's our source of energy? It can be a mentor, it can be our parents, it can be our the people who were there with us, who believed in us when no one believed in us, when we did not believe in us. I think we need to stay rooted completely, because the deeper the roots, the higher the tree.
And I want you to
And
get the sense of it. Very, very interesting. Very, very beautifully put. And let's put it again in the context of life. Roots, as Swati said, how you source yourself. It could be your parents, it could be your mentor, it could be your teachers, it could be where you originated from, it could be your preparation. For me as an actor, and as a person, I remain Reba and Govind's son. Okay, it connects me to who Ma Baba are, and wherever they are. I'm 55 and Ma Baba have left, but I know I am Reba and Govind's son. So whoever recognizes me, they're seeing Reba and Govind's son. Okay, that keeps me connected with uh, the amazing grace that life has given me. So for me, the grace already which is bestowed on me by life is so much bigger than all the recognition that people give me. So I have deep respect for what people give me, the love and affection that they give me. But I have to stay rooted to who I am. Because consider for a moment, dear friend, this shine, this shine is a reflection of you, is a reflection of me, the me who's listening. And when you can respect that amazing that is emanating from you as a shine, when you
Hmm.
can respect that, then you will make sure that you don't get you don't get pulled over by the vogue, what is in style. आजकल ये style चल रहा है यार, आजकल मैं बड़ा famous चल रहा हूँ. Dear friend, the thing that really inspires me is that when we can get that, how can I shine, is not so much about the outward shine
Hmm.
that the world
Yes.
is suddenly recognizing you for. It is you finally recognizing the extraordinary uniqueness I, speak for yourself, I bring to life. That extraordinary uniqueness that I who's listening is bringing to the life, that is my shine. And when
Wow.
I can be in celebration of that shine, you know what? Even in the darkest periods, and there will be dark periods after you are even recognized outside, I promise you that shine will keep you going. That shine will keep lighting you when the sun sets again, and which it will. Because the setting sun, the darkness, and the rising one is continuing. It's not going to stop. But one thing more is added to your life when you can really recognize your own shine. Literally, it's like the candle which accompanies you in
Wow.
the darkest night. And that shine, even it kind of handles the tempests and the storms.
Yes, and as you spoke about tempest and storms, in fact, uh, as you spoke about this inner light, and how rooted with which that we are is going to help us. I think the more deeply rooted we are, even the biggest of the storms or tornadoes or tempest cannot, cannot sort of uproot us or cannot touch us. And hence it is so important that if we really want, yes, you're saying something.
Yeah, and here comes the interesting part. Now, once you've recognized that internal shine of yours, now is the time to share it.
Yes.
Because shine is not just coming here. Shine is when things happen around you. And that is when we are taking in professional life, in your personal life, when you can with that shine, you can shine light on others. Now comes it's a trick question, but I love it.
Mm.
See, when we look at a motor vehicle, okay, and we see that what bright lights, guess what?
Mm.
Is it the bulb? It is the bulb which is brighter, or is it something else? Is it some other amazing thing that physics allows us?
It's the
The
reflection,
the reflector.
the
So remember,
reflector.
every
Yes.
light is not just on the candelas of the lamp, but on the reflector which reflects out. So
Yes.
a very key part of shine, when you can read, when you really want to expand yourself, is to get, and this is a twin-edged sword, but I will share because we are talking how can I shine, is that as you shine on your own, as you recognize your shine, and as you now want to step out and want more out of life and want to reach out and create create really a large, all encompassing shine, that's when you want to get people engaged with you. Because as people are
Beautiful.
engaged with you, as they see value in what you are offering, that's when they become your reflectors. See,
Hmm.
what a key thing in life is that life offers very many dichotomous things to us. That which gives you fame will also give you pain, dear friend, if you cannot handle it. So your
Very
ability
beautiful.
to step beyond yourself. Either you're a hermit and you stay with your shrine and do it. But now I'm pushing this envelope. A lot of us are professionals here, right? We want to do something amazing with our life. Then I promise you'll need to step out. You'll need to really go out unprotected. And I'm saying you are stepping out with your shine. You are creating a group of people who can be who are inspired by you, who are ready to join you and say that, hey, listen, what you say kind of it resonates with us. And that resonance creates that extra bit of that shine. And it is again becomes imperative on you. How will you handle that extra attention that the world is now giving you?
Wow. That was so beautiful, sir. That was so beautiful. But sir, I was also looking at certain comments here, and many people unanimously, I could hear that they would want to know, from you that because you've been there, done that, and and you are shining, so everybody wants to know from you, sir, that sometimes we want to shine, and sometimes we think that okay, there's been an eclipse, or there is a hindrance, or someone is not letting me go ahead, or this is the blockage, or we think someone outside of us externally we think is the reason why we are not able to shine. What would you like to say to them, sir? How should they deal with
So it's,
that?
it's not the responsibility of the world to support you in shining. So first of all, take that responsibility away from the world. Take that I want the world to be fair away from world. The world and life never said it is fair. So take away any entitlement you may feel about yourself that, look, I'm working so hard. They should recognize me. Who cares? Do you know Rajan Da Silva? Do you know Rajan Da Silva, Swati Sharma?
Mm, sorry.
No, you don't. Yeah, you don't know. A lot of people don't know Rajan Da Silva. Even I don't know Rajan Da Silva. I'm sure Rajan Da Silva is an amazing person whom I don't know of. But if Rajan Da Silva says, look, yeah, they don't know me, well, I don't know him. And look how unfair I am. That person is really talented, probably a painter, probably a mathematician, probably a salesperson. I don't know that person. Welcome to real life, my friend. There are many people who don't know you, Swati. Many people who don't know me. Imagine life goes on. Life, we sometimes want to
Yes.
think life only from our point of view. We want I to be recognized. We want each I to be recognized, to be respected, to be acknowledged. Yeah, they are not acknowledging me. That's why I'm leaving. Leave here. Go somewhere else. Again, seek for some more acknowledgement. You will again not get it and keep moving. One of the
Mm,
conversations that we have with organizations when I'm having conversations with people is that, look, there are two ways of looking at it. As a leader, acknowledge people, really acknowledge people, because acknowledgement
yes.
really makes people rooted. But as a human being, don't seek acknowledgement, because if you keep seeking acknowledgement, you will just be somebody who's just saying, give me acknowledgement, give me acknowledgement. Imagine if you can have that power in yourself to go even when people don't acknowledge. Shall I tell you something very interesting? A leader begins the journey by speaking into disbelief. There is no acknowledgement for what the leader is doing. What you and I are doing right now, we don't know whether it'll work or not, but we are stepping out and doing it, my friend. That is the power of conviction. The
Yes.
conviction, because at the source of the shine is that I will not wait. Again, I will not wait for people to acknowledge. I will not be a crybaby. I will not say, "Yeah, they are not giving me." They are not supposed to. I will still go on. And that's where we come to the most important part of this conversation, Swati. Shine is that extraordinariness that each one of us has if we are ready to hone it. It's what I call the diamond conversation. A diamond, whatever
Yes.
people say, diamond is this, diamond is just a piece of stone. In fact, for me, I'm not a trained eye. If you show me a diamond, an uncut diamond, I won't even recognize it. But you know what a jeweler does? The trained eye does? That trained eye picks up that stone and gives it facets. The jeweler cuts it in such ways that it shines. Those are the facets those are honed by each one of us to make sure that there is a shine which emanates from us. And that is human endeavor. I'm passionate about the shine because I'm clear it's not just inborn. It is something which I have honed over the years. This conversation of how can I shine is a conversation of you and me, you and I, each one of us honing our shine. It's not waiting for it to shine. It's not waiting for an opportunity. It is, I hone myself so well that when I get that opportunity, bam, I create something extraordinary and create it ongoingly. I create it ongoingly when the sun is there, when the sun isn't there, when it's darkness, it's raining, it's stormy, any which way. My shine is going to be part of an ongoing project of mine. For me, how can I shine is an ongoing project. And I'm just wondering, can I invite each one of us in this room today to participate in Project Shine?
Wow, this was a goosebump filled moment. And it has left me speechless, and I'm sure all of us watching this would have made us I think this requires a moment of a reflection. This requires a moment of reflection for me. I'm sure everybody who's watching this to just
I got it,
mull
Shweta.
over.
Shweta says I'm in. Absolutely.
Wow.
And I want us to really consider this is a moment for us to shift. Kyal says I'm in. I got it, my friend. This conversation is about Project Shine that each one of us can be part of. This is not a conversation about thinking about it. This conversation, God is Shiv Kyal from San Diego. This is a conversation of, yes, in continuous process, Badrinath Torti, of us taking on being the shine. So, yes, Sandeep Patel. So, on this note, I want to, yes, the Shine Project, Mallika Sharma. This is the Shine Project. And I'm so happy that, Swati, you are here as a guest of mine, and you kind of, really so well contributed to this conversation. I would love to have you, whenever you get the time to come over on this conversation.
Sure,
Right?
sure. It will be an honor, sir. It will be an honor.
Malik Mullah was also saying, yes, Project Shine. Yes, I'm in.
Wow.
So I really want you all to kind of, it'll be great. Divya, if we can just post it, hashtag Project Shine. How will it be if you can just want to take a selfie right now and just post it on Twitter, on Instagram? You can tag me and just say hashtag Project Shine. Because Project Shine is your and my responsibility. It is something that we owe to ourselves, that we will hone ourselves so well that people say, "Wah, kya baat hai." So, dear friend, I kind of, yes, hashtag Project Shine. I want us to, want you to take a selfie right now with wherever you are, with me and, Swati, and post it. And really, I really want us to let's commit, let's play this game, my friend. It looks scary. Yes, it does look scary. But life cannot be boring, my friend. Life is in playing it. So I'm inviting you, and thank you for joining. Thank you, Swati, for kind of joining in this conversation. Thank you, each one, for having accepted wonderful Mallika Sharma. Yes, Himanji Valla. Hashtag Project Shine. Let's invite people into Project Shine, in which each one of us are participating in a project called I Will Shine. I will hone myself. I'll improve my capabilities. I'll become so big that I cannot be ignored. Yes, my friend, you got to believe
Beautiful.
in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. Yes. Hashtag Project Shine. I
Wow.
I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you, dear friends,
Wow.
to join us on Twitter on at Ashish Ved. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ashish Vidyarthi Official. It's a pleasure to kind of create conversations like this. We are available. We are on LinkedIn. And our website is avidminer.com. And I'm just loving this. I'm just loving this energy. Shweta, I'm excited. What next? Project Shine. Wow. Somebody's saying Joel Apu. Okay, fantastic. This is amazing. All right. So let's stay ignited, dear friend. Remember, How Can I is part of a continuing series. We're going to have probably every Wednesday. I'm going to come on with a different guest. And I would love to, Swati, to have you again on very soon, if
Sure. It
possible
will be
next
an
week.
honor.
All right. So
Yes.
let us pick up different. We are going to pick up different topics of How Can I, and do share your feedback as to how you experience this. Thank you. You can tweet it. You can you can tag me and Swati on this. And Swati's I think Twitter ID is somewhere there. Is kind of will be mentioned also. Can we just type in Swati's Twitter ID also? Do we have that? I think it was there somewhere. Uh, uh, I think it's on WhatsApp or something. All right, but otherwise you can just send it here, and we will make sure that we tag her. You can tag me on at Ashish Ved. And wonderful, Swati. Anything that you want to share while you're stepping out?
Yes, yes, sir. I want to first of all thank you. It's such an honor. It's a great honor that a person of your stature, a person of I think you are god of acting, and now what you're doing in the motivational space. You are not just a motivational speaker. So I always say, and I have said it on my social media platforms, that your words and your baritone, they straight touch the soul, and you are such a light worker. And thank you for being you. And thank you for having me here today. And it was such an honor. And I would surely, would love to be associated with you again on your amazing show, which says "How Can I," which is a world of possibilities. So thank you so much for that.
And we've
And
got Swati, your Twitter IDs there at
yes,
Swati W Sharma.
W.
Wonderful,
Sharma.
superb, fantastic. So see you,
Yeah.
everybody. Have a great midweek, and look forward to. I'm reachable on reaches at ashishvidyarthi.com. Also on our yes, Swati Didore. Thank you so very much. And our website is there. You can always reach out to us. We're always looking forward to creating interesting conversations for your organizations, for your group of people. This is going to be a series, different sorts of series we keep doing. Let us know on Reach Us, and we will even take your questions and we will make them part of this show. All right. So take care and have a great evening, everybody. Swati Sharma, bahut bahut shukriya aap sabka. Thank you so very much, everybody. And yes, okay, let me just read some of the lines. Rahul
Yes,
Mendirata says, if we all shine, this brightness will remove the darkness. Yes, absolutely, my friend. Or deep se hi
yes,
deep hota hai. We'll have to keep believing in ourselves. And Project Shine will be something in which when you shine yourself, you are inspiring others to shine. All right. So
beautiful.
that is the important part. Any other, we can just have some more comments and let's react, and let's get to some interesting questions which are coming
Yes, there
here.
were some questions also.
All right. So here is Waleed Mullah saying, "Yep." He's saying that Project Shine, excited. Thanks for the motivation. Yes, Waleed Mullah, and it's like welcome to the team. Because as we all choose to shine, brightest star shines in the darkest night. Project Shine.
Beautiful.
Yes, Prashansa, man, and that shine has to be you. Okay, but yeah. But why are actions affected by the? Isn't acknowledgement something that we all secretly seek? Good question, Anandyani. Would you like to take this on, Swati, and then I'll share my take on this?
Sure. Can
Audrey
you?
Bhatt has
I
also
just
said the
would
same
like
thing.
Isn't acknowledgement the secret motive of? Yeah, can you can we have the previous question back? I wanted to read it completely, but why are actions affected by acknowledgement? Isn't acknowledgement something that we all secretly seek? Yes, yes, Anant, it's a beautiful question you've asked, but I just want you to be stay on your line of thought. But all I would like to say is that do not seek external gratification. Your gratification should end with you. If you think that, well, you've done a great deed, well, pat on your back. You know, the day I was honored that Ashish Vidyarthi sir launched my book. The day it got launched, I pat my back, and I think you should do that. Acknowledge yourself, and that's enough. That's just enough. The day you are truly proud of yourself, you're successful. Not anyone of outside of you. Do not give your power to anybody outside of you to decide whether you did it right or wrong, whether you're successful or not. So your thoughts, please.
Yeah. So an interesting one here is that don't give away. Listen, acknowledgement is when you can really share that I did something interesting. It will show up outside, but don't go out seeking it, because then you've given away the power. As you
Yes.
work on your exceptionalness, you will see things change around you. All right. So keep
Hmm.
working on yourself, keep upping your level of participation in life, your expertise. I'm stressing on this, my friend. Have a phenomenal mindset of and an extraordinary expertise. And remember, in this
Yes.
world, things are changing continually. So you have many facets. Remember, as I gave the example of the diamond, explore many facets to you. Remember, I'm also an actor. Okay. Swati is a learning and development specialist and also an author and also a traveler and also. Remember, when you can discover your facets, you are giving many more opportunities for you to shine. All right. So, on this note, I say good night to you all. It was an absolute pleasure on this very first session of How Can I? Very soon, we're going to come with another session of How Can I? I would love to hear from you. What would you like us to talk about
Hmm.
and have a conversation on? How can I? Look forward to your comments. Thank you so very much. Please share this video with as many people so that many people can watch it. Appreciate it. And Divya, you're going to run something right at the end of this. All right. Thank you, Madhavi Upadhyay. Thank you so very much.
Your aura is
So,
a great.
on this note, we are saying good night, Shab Khair, Shubh Ratri. आप लोग अपना ख्याल रखें. Have a phenomenal evening and take care and best wishes. Thank